Let's get our first look at how Dave Roberts is stacking his lineup for Game 3 of a 4-game series. You've got Shohei pitching and leading off. Will Smith bumped up to the 2-hole with Mookie Betts getting the day off. Freddie Freeman will bat third. Teoscar Hernandez in right field batting cleanup. Then it's Andy Pajes in center. Michael Conforto in left. Alex Freeland at second base. Miggy Rowe is at short. Buddy Kennedy is going to man the hot corner once again. James, what sticks out to you for this one?
I mean, I know the lefty was pitching yesterday, but no Alex Call. El Bencho after the 4 hits, getting Alex Freeland back in there. But, hopefully he does a good job tonight.
Yeah, listen, you're in that lineup. You got to figure out a way to produce. The bottom of the order, that's been an issue. When they produce, Dodgers have won. When they haven't, it's been tough sledding.
All right, well, ShoheiOhtani has reached base in all 17 games this month, and last night belted his 44th home run. That is tied for the National League lead. Tonight, he makes his 10th start of the season on the mound. Kirsten Watson is with the Dodgers in Colorado, and she joins us live with more. Hi, Kirsten.
Hi, John. When ShoheiOhtani's last outing against the Angels, he wasn't able to get through 5 innings of work, only getting through 4 1/3, but the pitch count did get up, so he was built up in a different way, not necessarily on the up-down side, but when it comes to getting through 80 pitches. Dave Roberts today, he talked about if he was going to be looking more at the pitch count or the up-downs and getting through 5 innings of work.
I think still it's at innings as far as the up-downs. I think tonight is going to be a hard stop at 5 innings. Also, we're at altitude and just want to make sure his body responds the right way.
Are you keeping an eye on something specific when it comes to him? Just seeing whether it's how the ball plays. I know the spin looks a little different here, but do you have to keep a sharper eye on something in specific with him?
Probably not any different than we would any other pitcher. Yeah, the ball acts a little differently, the fastball, the spin, but yeah, I'm not too concerned about it, and especially knowing he's going to be down tomorrow too.
You have discussed using Shohei out of the bullpen in the postseason. What have those discussions been like?
Well, I think those are certainly, internally just kind of exploring options. Obviously with the rules and the only thing that makes sense is if you were to finish the game. I think it's just all kind of contingent on, how we are, where we're at with the starting pitching, where he's at, because it's still a different role, right, as far as usage versus once a week. So there's still a lot of things that we got to get to before we even before it even becomes somewhat tangible.
So, guys, first we're going to get through 2 things. One, with ShoheiOhtani, there is the conversation that come October, we could potentially be seeing him as the closer. Dave Roberts did say, though, that if that is to be the case, they would start kind of running it out a couple of weeks before the end of the season so that the group kind of gets an idea as to what things would look like if they decide to do that. It is a conversation, but nothing is set in stone right now. Then with ShoheiOhtani having an off day tomorrow, what we've been seeing with his last, 3 outings, they've been paired up with the off day on Thursday. Tomorrow, of course, is Game 4 of this series. So Dave Roberts has decided to continue with that, giving him a day to recover before the Padres series over the weekend. So I was laughing with Freddie Freeman. Ooh, that's a baseball. He got a text message asking if he was going to be if he wanted to be the DH tomorrow. And he said, nope, I'm playing at first base. So that means that Will Smith will be the DH. And he kind of felt bad because he didn't even ask Will before doing that. But it does sound like that's going to be the case, guys.
Yeah, so you won't have Shohei tomorrow, but you will have Will Smith in the DH role, even though he's not going to be catching. Kirsten, thank you very much. A lot of stuff to unpack there. But Dave Roberts has said ShoheiOhtani will have a 5-inning threshold this season. He didn't get to 5 innings last time out in Anaheim, went 4 1/3. The hope is to get 5 from him tonight in Colorado, Jerry. Given how many innings, though, the Dodgers bullpen has logged this year, is 5 innings a really good goal in your mind to get that out of Shohei moving forward so that the relievers are not too taxed?
Well, this is why it's so important for guys like Blake Snell, Glasnow, Sheehan, and obviously Yamamoto, who's done it quite often, to continue pitching deep in the ball games. We know we got Clayton Kershaw tomorrow. He'll give us 6 strong innings. That's what he really aims for all the time. But for a guy like ShoheiOhtani, the most important thing is health. I think that's paramount. And then making sure that we kind of save our bullpen. But yeah, I can understand that 5 innings is that threshold. And it's very interesting to even acknowledge at this point him possibly being a closer. I like that idea because it allows him to air it out for an inning, and we saw what he did in the WBC, he knows how to close.
Yeah, no, I definitely like the 5 innings. You know, he's getting up and down 5 times. But I'm going to put this on the offense, right? You put up a lot of runs early. Maybe you can take him out after the 5th. You feel comfortable. Usually you want 2 or 3 guys fresh out of the bullpen. I know that's not going to happen every day. But if you can put up runs early, that means Shohei can go into attack mode, throw probably more fastballs, especially in off-speed counts. So I think that's really where, you know, we can limit his pitch count.
And the good thing coming into Game 3 tonight, the Dodgers bullpen didn't have to throw many pitches in each of the first 2 games of the series, so they are in a really good spot. We've got plenty. Call your shot, brought to you by Southern California Toyota. James, you had Hall of Fame numbers at Coors Field. You hit 338 there with 9 bombs, so you are first today.
Yeah, I was trying to sign there when no one else wanted me, but they still weren't having it. I'm going with Alex Freeland, facing a right-hander in Gordon that doesn't have an overpowering fastball, looking for some damage today.
I like that call shot right there. I'm going with the veteran guy. Freddie Freeman, I think he has a huge night tonight. Pretty good matchup with him and that dude on the mound.
Yeah, I'm going with a veteran guy, that dude on the mound. Shohei Ohtani has not won a game as a pitcher in 2 years and 11 days. My called shot is him not only getting his first win in 2 years and 11 days as a pitcher, he's going deep as well, hitting number 45. How about that? All right, we're getting closer to first pitch at Coors Field. The fans hoping the Dodgers can stay hot after scoring 11 runs on 18 hits in last night's big win over the Rockies. Pleasure. Last night, Shohei Ohtani hit his National League leading 44th home run of the season, 98th home run in a Dodgers uniform. Big Show's now just 2 homers away from tying Roger Maris for most home runs in the first 2 seasons with the franchise. Babe Ruth sitting atop this list with 113 games, followed by Alex Rodriguez, or 113 home runs. Alex Rodriguez, 109. Shohei currently on pace to hit 53 home runs this year after 54 last season. If the Vegas odds makers are any indication, Shohei is a lock to win the NL MVP in each of his first 2 seasons as a Dodger, 4th time in his career. And tonight, Shohei plays his 1,000th career game, counting the postseason. So we're going to honor it with the top 10 plays of Shohei in Dodger blue. At number 10, James, we go back to last July against the Red Sox. 473-foot blast that nearly hit our set in the center field plaza.
Yeah, this was a bomb right here. This wasn't even a fastball. A lot of times the farthest home runs hit are fastballs. This was a bomb. You almost got hit in the head back there. That was just a great swing right there, and Shohei put it for the people.
Number 9, last April, Jerry, 176th career homer, past Hideki Matsui for most among Japanese-born players.
Godzilla was an absolute legend in Japan and with the pinstripes in New York to pass one of his heroes. Shohei Ohtani, big things.
At number 8, March 18th at the Tokyo Dome. Of course, he's going to hit a home run, James, back home.
Yeah, I mean, now this is for the people, right? You see his face right there. He wasn't sure. You know, a lot of times he stands up on him when he gets him, but great piece of hitting right there, and Shohei gets to round the bases. And you see the focus right here, because a lot of times when he's pulling to the right side, he's just spinning out. He got that ball right center. And you know what? High fives for everybody.
That was a cool moment. Number 7, we got to go to the K-Zone for some clutch moments, Jerry. May 19th of last year, a walk-off against the Reds in the 10th inning, and then would have another one September 22nd.
Our friend Diaz right there, that's who he's facing. I know Diaz just got sent down to AAA, but I think he'll be back up. Shohei Ohtani, great at-bat here, shortens up his swing with 2 strikes, put the barrel on the baseball. We are going home. Here comes Jay Hay with the winning run.
September 22nd, off the Rockies.
Yeah, they're the Rockies. And this pitch right here, he's going to drive, understanding you got to stay square. Great job taking that 99-mile-an-hour fastball, sitting on the cambio rocket to tie up the ball game, setting up Mookie's heroics.
Number 6, more heroics, May 9th.
And Ohtani torches one, tosses the bat, and watches it fly. Shohei Ohtani breaks the tie with a 3-run bomb because, of course.
Massive comeback for the Dodgers in the desert.
Yeah, was this a little tribute to Gurriel with the hands to the sky as well? Yep. I mean, that's an absolute bomb. And when you get bombs in Arizona, it's a good feeling because the stadium's closed. You can hear, all the crowd. Lovely swing right there, Shohei.
Number 5, Jerry, Shohei's full form, made his return to the mound this season. Fastest pitch of his MLB career, 101.7 against Vinny Pasquantino.
And he had that same pitch at 101.7 WBC against the same hitter, Vinny. Yeah. But good to see Shohei Ohtani back on the mound here. He's going to give Mike Trout, his old teammate, outstanding job using a variety of pitches, the slider, freezing Mike Trout, say, hey, that's a really good pitch. And one more time, outstanding job using that curveball to try to steal a strike. There's that slider, or they call the sweeper. Great job using all the pitches. They're 100 miles an hour and freezing at 101 on the corner.
Got his former teammate twice in Anaheim. Number 4, though, he put on a show in the 2024 postseason with runners in scoring position, James. He hit 400 in those scenarios. The OPS 1,300, couple bombs, 9 RBIs.
Yeah, everybody's always wondering how he's going to do in the postseason. Well, he did not disappoint. He got some big hits, too, right? We think about the home runs, but he got some big hits with guys in scoring position. He was rallying the troops.
Number 3, April 2nd of this year on his bobblehead night, Jerry, all he did was hit a walk-off home run to beat the Braves.
What's crazy, that's not that bad a pitch. This is a changeup off the plate away. But Shohei Ohtani does a great job staying square as long as possible. Look at those hands. Great finish with that top hand to create backspin. And a new celebration for his skincare line.
Number 2, August of last year, his 40-40 nights would also end with a walk-off. This would be a walk-off grand slam, though, after he stole his 40th base.
Yeah, what a special night right here. I mean, Shohei, look, see everybody standing up, catches it out front a little bit. Not his, most majestic home run, but look at this ball right over the fielder right there. Great walk-off by Shohei. And this is the only guy in the league that's doing this right now. Out in front, one-handed, hitting home runs that deep. This is something we're going to talk about for years. You're not going to see this ever again.
We're also going to be talking about what's at number 1 for many years to go. We just saw 40-40. This was the day 50-50 happened.
He's now one shy of 50 stolen bases. There they go. Throw to third. Beats him, but he got his foot in. The 50th for Ohtani. Sends one in the air. The other way. Back it goes. Gone! One-of-a-kind player. One-of-a-kind season. Shohei Ohtani starts the 50-50 club. The greatest day in baseball history. 6 for 6. 3 home runs, 10 runs batted in.
Just absurd.
My dad texted me about this game. He said, I ain't never seen anything like that.
First pitch just minutes away right here on Sportsnet LA today. Will mark Shohei Ohtani's first time pitching at Coors Field in a regular season game. We'll see how he handles the altitude in this outing against the Rockies.
Also getting ready for his 10th start on the mound. But first things first, he digs in. And off we go. Ohtani lines the first pitch down the line, fair. Ricochets where Moniang has to come in. It's a stand-up leadoff double for Ohtani. The on-base streak is at 18. Led off the game with the double. Now he faces the leadoff Rocky and Freeman. As Dave Roberts put it, for Ohtani to leave it out there, empty the tank tonight. Going to get a true off day tomorrow. First 2 pitches missed the zone.
This is where he's starting to really completely feel like I'm a pitcher. I read what I've got, and I'll make my adjustments.
The 2-2 to Freeman. Sits him down. Front door sweeper, got him looking. It's number 1. Dodgers need 7 from their staff tonight to get you another free jumbo jack and a Jack in the Box in LA tomorrow. The purchase of a large drink. Tovar pushes the first pitch to Teoscar Hernandez in right. Tovar hardly has to move to record out number 2.
Outings where his command was off the charts. You were like, how does he do this from not pitching for so long and being so locked in?
Ground ball to Rojas at short. And that's a 10-pitch first inning for Shohei Ohtani. Still scoreless at Coors Field. He's started the All-Star game for the American League that year. He's credited with the win, reaching a scoreless first. Fly to right center, and this will bloop down for a base hit. And first hit, first base runner for Colorado.
I would love to see it.
Ball on a strike. Bernabel, broken bat roller. Spins to Rojas at second. Or short. They flip to second to get the lead runner back. And one out in the second inning.
I think he knew it was going to be a one-out play. Alex Freeland with the bare hand. Took a little risk there, but very sure-handed.
Moniak takes one to center field. Down for a base hit. Bernabel will stop at second base. 2 on for the Rockies in the second.
Fastball near the middle of the plate corner, but the air here is so thin. You got to start it a little bit better as far as your trajectory out of your hand.
Another 3-2. And Doyle goes down, fishes one to left field. This is a fair ball. The Rockies are going to take the first lead on an RBI double from Brenton Doyle. Back-to-back 2-strike hits for the Rockies against Ohtani in this second inning.
Well, he had him out in front, but he made a nice adjustment at the plate as far as.
It was a high fastball, hit in the air to the right field side. Hernandez toward the line, makes the catch. And that's going to allow Moniak to tag and score from third. It was right along the line.
He's finding a way to make the sweeper break. It's a slider that's not real sharp.
Got him fishing. An inning-ending K for Ohtani, but 2 runs for the Rockies and a deficit for the Dodgers.
With Shohei, as much as he pitches, he is not the surprise offense.
The expected offense. Pops it up, center field. Doyle underneath it. 2 gone.
Mookie with his scheduled off day, that brings up Will Smith.
Fly ball left field off the bat of Tyler Freeman. Conforto drifting back toward the warning track as that ball just kept on carrying.
Yep.
Then a hard hit single for Moniak, a double from Doyle, and a sacrifice fly. Ground ball to Kennedy here. 2 gone in the third.
Well, body language.
Bouncer over his head, fielded at second by Freeland. That's a 1-2-3 third for Ohtani. Keeps the deficit at 2. And now back 2 for 2. Ohtani has handled the top 3, no problem.
Miguel Rojas, I tell you, should have had it.
Now Brenton Doyle dumps one into center field. Moniak hustling from first to third. Pages' throw goes off of Moniak. And once again, the Dodgers trying to throw to third base, give the Rockies an extra base. Line off of Ohtani's leg. And everyone's going to be safe. And now the attention to Shohei, who was hobbling. That liner got him square in the leg.
It was loud.
A disastrous 4th inning in so many ways. And now you just hope. Big 2-strike pitch at the top of the order on deck. Grounded to Ohtani. Spins around, comes home. Doyle's caught between third and home. Kennedy tags one. And that's the only out they'll get.
Shohei could have wheeled and gone to second and attempted the double play, but decided to take the concern.
That's 3. 3 Ks for Ohtani, but 3 runs for the Rockies in the 4th inning. Dodgers down by 5.
Well, Dave, first, just how is Shohei doing? You know, you took him out of the game for those final at-bats. Just
Was that due to the score? Was that due to the comebacker? Kind of what went into that decision?
I think I took him out because a little bit of the score, a little bit, most part of it because it was getting stiff and there was some swelling there. So it was in the thigh, fortunately, and not off the knee. But it got him square. And so right now he's getting treatment. And so, I felt as the game was going to go on, it was going to stiffen up more.
Stuff-wise, with his outing today, what were you seeing from him that just kind of led to them being able to kind of stack on some, whether it's hits or runs?
I just don't think today Shohei had his best stuff. It just, the fastball wasn't as good as it typically is. The breaking ball wasn't as sharp. And so the cutter, the same thing. So I just think that today just wasn't his night. And even talking to Mark in the pen, it just didn't seem like the stuff was there tonight. And not that it always correlates, but tonight I just don't think he stuff wasn't there.
Are you confident Shohei will be back in the lineup on Friday?
I'm hopeful. Obviously, he was already scheduled to be down tomorrow. So with tomorrow, I'm pretty confident. I am. I'm confident.
Is this one of those things where you have to wait a day to see how it reacts overnight?
You do, but when you're talking about a contusion to the thigh, it's not as. We'll see how he comes out of it. But again, guys get hit all the time, by a pitcher, and obviously not by a batted ball. But I'm hopeful, confident. But again, we have to see how he comes in on Friday.
So missing the bone is the key thing for you.
Absolutely.
No imaging or anything necessary.
I don't think so. I don't think with where it was at, I don't think there needs to be any imaging.
What much was your heart in your throat when that happened?
It was, and then I was just really relieved that it was the thigh because it hit him flush. And so, again, if you're talking about the kneecap, that's a different conversation. So certainly when I saw the ball mark on his thigh, very very relieved relative to the situation.
Tanner Gordon's numbers have not been very good in his career, let alone this year. What was he doing tonight against you guys? I really don't have an answer. Obviously, he's a command guy. We didn't hit the fastball. I don't think we took good swings off of anything soft. So, I don't know the answer. We just got – this was baffling in the sense of, with the guys that we have that were running out there, just to see the inconsistencies, trying to figure it out. But, this is going to be one that we got to just really wash away, and I'm very grateful we have a day game tomorrow. That's 2 times in 3 games here that you guys have gotten kind of quiet on offense. Is this a potential letdown off of the weekend series in San Diego in that way?
The results are the results. The performance is the performance. So it certainly speaks to it. I'd like to think it's not a letdown, but certainly when you're here at Coors and kind of putting together some of these at-bats, I don't know. I don't know the answer.
The best you can do now is split 4-game series here. How much of a wasted opportunity is that to kind of stretch your lead?
But I guess right now, as I'm sitting here, there's nothing I can do to change it. We got to win tomorrow. But, when you look back, it certainly leaves a sour taste in your mouth. But, we got to win tomorrow.
Do you think Shohei not having his best stuff had anything to do with the altitude?
Possibly, but that's probably a better question for him.
It was hot too.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, their guy did okay.
Well, first, Shohei, Dave Roberts told us that it got you more on your thigh. So how are you feeling? I know you just had some treatment, but are you concerned about just any limitations moving forward?
監督から言われたんですけど、太ももに当たったと、今の状態、ちょっと今後に影響するような感じになりますか？
前と同じデッドボールの時と同じような場所に当たりはしてましたけど、今の段階では大丈夫なんじゃないかなとは思ってますし、しっかりケアをして、通常の状態に早く戻れるようには努めたいなと思ってます。
I got hit in the same spot, hit by a pitch, and right now it feels pretty good. I'm going to do everything in my ability to make sure that it doesn't affect me moving forward.
You will be in the lineup on Friday in San Diego?
打線に戻れそうですかと。
そうですね、そのために今もそうです、今のケアもそうですけど、明日も、しっかりケアをして、さっき言いましたけど、通常の状態に早く戻れるように努めたいなと思ってます。
That's my intention, just making sure I get my treatment, and the goal is to make sure that I'm back to normal again.
Stuff-wise, how do you assess just how today's outing went for you on the mound?
今日の登板振り返ってみてどう思いますか？
そうですね、チームに申し訳ないですし、ただ自分の投球に不満があるというか、情けないなという投球内容だったかなと思います。
It's very regrettable. Put the team in a bad spot. It was just a very regrettable outing that I wish I could have done better.
Does he feel like the injury, like he's lucky the injury could have been worse?
怪我がもうちょっと悪化する可能性もあったと思うんですけども、そうでなかったっていうので少し安心してますか？
そうですね、膝ではなかったので、最悪のシチュエーションではなかったとは思ってますし、しっかりと明日以降経過を観察しながらやりたいなと思ってます。
I'm glad that it didn't hit the knee. I think we avoided the worst case scenario, so I'm going to focus on the treatment.